opportunity to play for you. That was a very long year. We worked very hard to learn this note, learn how to produce good sound, and I believe we're going to have a very good and successful concert. My name is Mr. Shintaro, and my students they call me Mr. C because it's more easy. I'm the violin player. Of course, I play all the string instruments: guitars, viola, cellos, and basses. You see, they're ready. They have all the instruments. They didn't forget the instrument. Okay, and they have the music on the stage. They can read the music. Now, we're going to start with the Lively Roll. That's a very popular song. And I'm going to ask the students to play their music and look at exercise 22. Do you see how they're holding the instrument? We call this rest position number 1. Now we're going to demonstrate the rest position number 2 now, just to know if they're holding it differently. Rest position number 2, please. You see where they need their left hand to turn the page. They're holding in rest position number 2. Excellent. Now because we're going to start the song very soon, I'm going to ask them to come back and do the rest position number 1. Now it's very important moment. We're going to get to the playing position. You'll see what's going to happen. 1, 2, playing position. And the first song that we play is called Lively Roll. I need to find my computer. There you go. Lively Roll.
22. Essential Elements Quiz. Lightly Roll.
Next song that we're going to perform is called Upper Presentation of Royalty. Now, raise your hand for audience, or grade, or fifth grade, if you know what the term pizzicato means. Pizzicato. No one? They know because, okay, we've got Miles. Can you tell what does a pizzicato mean?
Pizzicato is when you don't use the bow, you pluck it.
You're plucking with the finger. Now, when you start in September, we started with plucking. That we call this pizzicato. I'm going to ask students, place your bow on the stand, and we're going to demonstrate now how the pizzicato sounds. 1, 2, playing position. Upper presentation of the royalty, please. The next song is called Evening Scene. We're going to play with the ball. Now, a long time ago, when the ball was invented and they started playing with this instrument, they they call the ball arco because the shape of the ball was curved like arc, like that. Now, the contemporary ball, because of the better sound, more easy to play, they have this shape. Now, I have a question. This is the spindle, this is the frog. I don't know what they call it frog. And this is the hair of the ball, okay? We are rubbing the strings with the ball to be able to produce the sound. Raise your hand if you know what are made this ball hair. Horsehair, that's absolutely correct. All the ball hair are made for a horsehair. They're big, they're straight, and they're crazy. They have specific structure they can hold and rub the string to produce the sound. They try to replace this with the plastic one, but it doesn't work. Okay, now we're going to rub the ball hair over the strings now. Next song is an evening scene. 1, 2, playing position please. They did a very good job. Do you know how much practice it takes to produce a good sound with the violin? It takes a lot. Now, on the keyboard or the piano, it's very easy. Just pressing the key and already producing the sound. It's not the same thing on the violin to go. But the result is very good. You have a nice and smooth, good sound. Okay, let's position number 2. The next song is called Up the D Scale. Now, who knows what is the scale in the music means? I believe you have the music class, you have the music lessons. What is the scale? What is the scale in music?
Scale in music is, I think it's going further up.
And down. That's correct. Anybody else? Scale in the music. Yes. Yeah, just put your arms up on your leg. Yeah, that's the bowing. Okay, scale in music is sequence of notes going up or down without any skip. Okay, when you play, it's like a step ladder. Okay, you're going up to the high note and you're going back. You can say up or down. You're going to play the up the D scale and you're going to start with the D note and you're going to go to the D with the same thing. Okay, are you ready? Exercise 32. 1, 2, playing position. Up the D scale.
32. Essential Elements Quiz. Up the D scale.
many strings each of these instruments have? 4, exactly, okay. Now we just play 8 different notes. Okay, we have only 4 fingers. When you just play open string, you're producing the certain sound. To change it, you have to press the string and actually make the vibration part of the string shorter to produce the high sound. I'm going to demonstrate before you play the next sound. This is the D. To play E, we need to press the finger and the sound going up. By pressing the fingers and changing the length of the string that's vibrating, we're changing the beat. We have only 4 strings, but we can play every note that you can imagine. We have a ton of options for the music and the notes. Now, before we play the next song, I'm going to invite 2 students to play a solo. Raise your hand if you know what a solo means.
A solo means doing it, playing a song by yourself.
Exactly. Now, Gabby is going to play Crazy Island, I believe. You want to do that? Please show respect. Listen very carefully.
I should not hear a soul except for the teacher.
Called Song for Christine. Now, it's going to look like you're going to scale down. In that reason, I'm going to check some tunes with the strings. They have to prepare the right note, right finger for the high D. And just pay attention and just wait a little bit. Playing position. Raise the finger for the high D, please. 1, 2, 3. 4 finger. Okay, play high D, please. Stay back position. Song for Christine.
33. Song for Christine.
Fourth grade student, raise your hand. 4th grade. Okay, ignore that. Now, this is the 5th grade student. Next year, when you become a 5th grade student, you're going to have a chance to sign up for this program for the strings class. It's a lot of fun, and as you see, we're playing all the interesting songs. Now, raise your hand if you have a question. If you decide to choose the strings program, you're going to have a chance to choose between 3 or 4 instruments. Violin, the first one, viola, cello, or bass. They're similar, but they have just different size. The smaller instrument, the higher pitch strength. The bigger instruments, the sound is more deeper. Okay? Do you see on the top is cello first? They're playing the lower pitch notes. Here front, we have a violin and violas, they have a little higher pitch. Raise your hand if you have a question, because we're going to play one more song and we're going to finish the concert. What is your question? Yeah, you have to place the finger and you need to move the ball to produce the sound and change the pitch. That's right. Abel, yes?
How much do y'all have to practice?
That's a very good question. I like this question. You have to practice a lot. That means every day. Now, I've always explained with my students, you have to practice like a 15, 20 minutes every day to become very good. If you're not practicing, if you're not progressing, it's not going to be fun. Okay?
Whenever you practice, do you do this in like music class or do you just practice at school?
Now the classes that you're learning here with me, it's once per week, okay? Now when you have the book, when you have the music, it's your responsibility to practice at home the song that you learned here.
Okay.
Any other question? Me or like 15, 20 minutes every day. It's not too much. Now, in September, when you're coming back to school, I'm going to send an email to this great teacher. They're going to send it to your parents. And there's an online form that they can sign you up for the strings. There's a lot of instruments from the school that they can use. There is no charges, any fee for the strings. And it's a lot of fun. It's during the day, it's afternoon, during this time. What is that? Good question. How you make your schedule? For example, we have a 5 or 6 songs. Now, my suggestion is just to play 10 or 11 times, and just like a 2 or 3 songs a day. On the next day, practice the next 3 songs. It depends how many songs you have. But like for 2 days, it's good to practice all the songs.
Last one.
Practice with the music or
By themselves.
by yourself with the instrument that you're getting from school, for example. Now, I believe we're going to have more pressure. I'm going to be happy to answer this question in September. We're coming back after spring break. We have one more song. First, the name. I'm going to play solo. The same song that you're going to play after that again. They're calling a Mozart melody because the Mozart composed this song. But you're going to recognize the Twinkle Twinkle Little song. Okay? The name. Put the instrument back on the stage. After this song, your teacher's going to take you back to your classroom. So maybe the speaker or whatever you have.
Listen, boys and girls, listen to the last song very carefully. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. I've been through strings now for 5 years, I think now. My daughter's been doing it. Here's what I want you to know. In as little as 4 years, you can go from playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and things like that to when you get to high school, and we can tell you, when you get to high school, you can start learning songs from some of your favorite movies like Encanto and, Ratatouille. I was just at a concert last night where my daughter played Michael Jackson, Thriller. They played Thriller. So, don't think that you're going to be playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star your entire life. That is something you do to start learning the program. As you get going, the music gets to be more challenging, but it becomes a lot cooler as you get to kind of listen to a lot of the mashups that some of the high schoolers get to do. And if you ever have a chance, it's an awesome experience, all right? So, track, nobody gets up or moves until you see your teacher say something. It will be one at a time.
Box 2, take position please. Shake your fingers, take your right hand closer.
43. A Mozart melody.
Opposite hand, take this to the back.